What if I told you that your healthy morning breakfast is a lie, a beautifully packaged lie sold to you for decades by giant food corporations that is silently destroying your body and your mind one spoonful at a time? That the simple, innocent bowl of oatmeal you eat every single morning, believing you are doing something good for your heart, believing you are lowering your cholesterol, is actually coating your intestines in a thick, sticky, indigestible sludge. A substance I have come to call gut glue. A glue that is blocking your body from absorbing the vital minerals it needs to function and is therefore directly causing the unexplained brain fog, the nagging joint pain, the chronic fatigue, and the terrifying memory loss you feel every single day. Let me ask you something, and be honest with yourself. Have you ever walked into a room, stopped, and completely, hopelessly forgotten why you were there? Do you struggle to find simple words, basic words, words you've known your entire life, but they now seem to be hiding in a fog? Do you find yourself reading the same page of a book 3 or 4 times, and the words just won't stick? Do you feel a constant humming fog in your brain that just won't lift, no matter how much coffee you drink or how much you sleep? Do you wake up feeling more tired than when you went to bed? You are not alone. And I am here to tell you, with 100% medical certainty, you are not just getting older. You are not losing your mind. You are, in fact, being slowly poisoned. My name is Dr. Alan Reed. As a neurologist, I have spent the last 25 years of my life in a clinical setting, studying the one system that truly controls your entire body, your mood, your memory, and your health: the gut-brain axis. I've seen thousands of patients walk through my door, men and women in their 60s, 70s, and 80s, all suffering from the same devastating cluster of symptoms. They feel like their minds are slipping away. They feel like their bodies are betraying them with aches and pains. And today I am issuing a public warning, a warning I beg you to take seriously. Stop eating oatmeal. I know this sounds shocking. It sounds impossible. It's designed to be. The truth is often shocking. I want to tell you about a patient of mine, Mary, 68 years old, a wonderful retired school teacher. She came to my office last year in tears, clutching a small notebook. She told me, "Doctor, I have to write down everything. I'm terrified I'm developing early onset Alzheimer's. My children are worried. I can't remember my own grandchildren's birthdays." But it wasn't just her mind. She had crippling inflammatory arthritis in her knees and hands. She could barely hold a pen. She had debilitating brain fog and zero energy. She looked at me, desperate, and said, "Doctor, I don't understand. I've done everything right. I walk. I don't smoke. I eat healthy. I eat oatmeal every single morning, just like the commercials on TV told me to. It's heart healthy." I looked at her chart. Her blood work was a disaster. She was severely deficient in magnesium, zinc, and iron, despite eating a healthy diet and taking supplements. It was like something was stealing the nutrients from her food. I told her to change only one thing: not to add a new expensive pill, not to start a complex therapy. I told her, "Mary, for 1 week, just 1 week, stop the oatmeal." She thought I was crazy, but she was desperate. The results? 7 days. Just 7 days later, she returned to my office. The tears were gone. She was smiling. She wasn't clutching her notebook. She said, "Doctor, the fog, it's lifting." I remembered my grandchildren's birthdays. The pain in my knees, it's fading. Today I am going to expose the hidden toxin in your oatmeal, a chemical that is a scientific fact, not a theory. And I will show you, step by step, exactly how this gut glue is systematically destroying your body from the inside out, and how it leads to the horrifying condition I now call brain leakage. Stay with me because what I'm about to share is not just information. It is a lifeline. So what is this hidden toxin? Why has no one told you about this? It's called phytic acid. This isn't a conspiracy theory. This isn't something I made up. This is textbook Biochemistry 101. Phytic acid is a natural defense compound, a protective armor found in the outer husk of grains, oats, wheat, rice, nuts, and seeds. In science, it is known unequivocally as an anti-nutrient. Its job in nature is to protect the seed from predators, to stop it from being digested. It ensures that if an animal eats the seed, it passes right through undigested so it can be planted elsewhere. It's a process called chelation. It locks onto these minerals in your intestine, forming an unbreakable bond, and flushes them right out of your system, completely useless. This is a 100% scientific fact. The food industry knows this, but they don't want you to know which minerals it's stealing and what happens when you are starved of them day after day for 10, 20, or 30 years. Let's break down the victims of this daily theft. This is the root cause of your symptoms. Victim number one, magnesium. Magnesium is the master mineral of the human body. It is the spark plug for over 300 essential enzymatic reactions. It controls everything from your heartbeat to your muscle function to your brain chemistry. It is the body's natural relaxation mineral. When you are starved of magnesium by that daily bowl of oatmeal, you don't just feel tired, you feel anxious. You feel a constant, humming agitation that you can't explain. Your heart flutters and skips beats, especially at night. This is a classic sign of magnesium deficiency. You get agonizing leg cramps and muscle twitches that wake you up. Your brain cannot turn off. You have chronic insomnia. Does this sound familiar? You blame stress or age, but it is, in fact, a simple mineral deficiency created by your breakfast. Victim number two, zinc. Zinc is your immune general. It's the commander-in-chief of your entire immune system. When you are starved of zinc, you catch every single cold and flu that goes around. A simple sniffle turns into a 2-week-long bronchitis. Wounds that used to heal in days now take weeks. But even worse, zinc is essential for creating neurotransmitters, the communication signals in your brain. It is vital for memory and learning. Low zinc, as shown in numerous clinical studies, is directly linked to that brain fog Mary described. It's linked to a loss of taste and smell. It's even linked to severe treatment-resistant depression. You are not depressed, you are deficient. Victim number three, iron. You know this one, but it's worse than you think. Iron carries oxygen in your blood. It is the fuel for your life. When phytic acid steals your iron, your body begins to suffocate cell by cell. This isn't just feeling tired. This is chronic fatigue. This is feeling exhausted just from walking up a single flight of stairs. It's feeling so weak you can't even open a jar. It's a pale, lifeless feeling, a biological exhaustion that no amount of sleep can cure because your cells are crying out for oxygen. Victim number four, calcium, boron, and manganese. These are the building blocks of your entire skeletal structure. You eat oatmeal to be healthy, but this phytic acid is leaching the very minerals your body needs to fight arthritis and osteoporosis. You wonder why your joints ache, why your bones are becoming brittle. You are eating the very thing that is preventing their repair. Your body is trying to heal, but you are robbing it of the tools it needs every single morning. You are eating, but you are starving. You are not sick. You are being systematically poisoned and stripped of your life force by your healthy breakfast. But this is only the beginning of the assault, this mineral theft. It's terrible. It's enough to ruin your health. But it's not even the worst part, not by a long shot. The real danger, the part that I, as a neurologist, see every day in my clinic, happens when this sticky, inflammatory phytic acid mixes with the other compounds in your modern, instant, quick-cook oatmeal. I'm talking about the gluten, the glyphosate, the pesticide it's sprayed with, and the processed sugars. It creates a violent chemical reaction. It forms that thick, slimy, indigestible substance I call gut glue. This glue, this sludge, it coats the lining of your intestines, millimeter by millimeter. It's like pouring cement down your pipes. Your gut lining is supposed to be a healthy, vibrant surface, covered in tiny fingers called villi, which are supposed to absorb your nutrients. This gut glue smothers them. It flattens them. It suffocates them. And this glue doesn't just sit there. It irritates your intestinal wall. It scratches it. It inflames it. Day after day, breakfast after breakfast, until it creates millions of microscopic holes. This is a very real, very dangerous condition that many doctors are now recognizing as the root of all chronic disease. It's called leaky gut, or intestinal permeability. And this, my friends, is where the nightmare truly begins. Because now, your gut, which is supposed to be a secure, locked barrier, is a broken fence. Toxins, undigested food particles, inflammatory proteins, and waste products are now leaking from your gut directly into your bloodstream, where they do not belong. Your immune system, which is supposed to be protecting you, goes into a state of blind, unbridled panic. It screams, "We are under attack." It identifies these leaking particles as foreign invaders. It unleashes a wildfire of massive systemic inflammation everywhere in your body. It's like your body's army has gone rogue and is now bombing its own cities, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. When that inflammation wildfire reaches your joints, that's your rheumatoid arthritis. That's the pain in your knees, your hands, your back that never seems to go away. When it reaches your skin, that's your psoriasis, your rosacea, or your eczema. When it reaches your thyroid, that's your Hashimoto's disease. When it reaches your nerves, that's your fibromyalgia. And worst of all, the place I dread, when it reaches your brain. Your brain has a sacred protective wall. It's called the blood-brain barrier. It's supposed to be the most secure fortress in your body, keeping all toxins and inflammation out. But this inflammation wildfire, fueled by your morning oatmeal, it burns down that wall. It punches holes in that barrier. And now, the inflammation, the toxins, the gut glue, it is literally leaking into your brain. This is the condition I call brain leakage. This isn't just getting older. This isn't forgetting your keys. This is a direct inflammatory assault on your delicate neural tissue. This is your brain on fire. This is the direct path to memory loss, confusion, severe brain fog, and permanent, irreversible neurological damage, like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. You have been told a lie. The food industry took a simple, humble grain, processed it to death, stripped it of its nutrients, loaded it with sugar, and sold it to you as heart healthy. All while it was acting as a delivery system for gut glue and brain leakage. So what do? How do you fight back? How do you seal the leak? It's simple. It's so simple it will make you angry. You don't need a $1,000 prescription. First, you must throw out the oatmeal. You must stop eating this poison now. You cannot heal a wound that you are cutting open every single morning. This is non-negotiable. Second, you must replace it. Tomorrow morning, I want you to eat the breakfast that builds the brain, not the one that glues it shut. What is this breakfast? 3 eggs, and half an avocado. That's it. Why this specific breakfast? Is it random? Absolutely not. This is a targeted neurological prescription. Let's break it down, just as we broke down the problem. The eggs. Eggs are packed with a nutrient called choline. Choline is the literal, physical building block of your memory cells. It is the raw material for your most important neurotransmitter, acetylcholine, which is the chemical of learning and memory. It is like sending a shipment of new bricks to rebuild your brain's broken wall. Eggs also contain perfect protein and vitamin B12, which protects the nerve sheaths. The avocado. The avocado is full of healthy anti-inflammatory monounsaturated fats. These fats are the firefighters. They are the healing balm that cools that wildfire in your gut and your brain. They give your brain the clean, stable fuel it needs to function for hours, instead of the inflammatory, blood sugar spiking sludge from the oatmeal. You are not just eating food, you are deploying a two-part healing strategy. You are stopping the poison and giving your brain the exact tools it needs to heal. Do this for 7 days, just 7 days. I am not asking for a lifetime commitment. 7 days, and watch the fog lift. Watch the memory return. Watch the pain in your joints fade. Now, before you start, I must share 3 secrets to accelerate your healing and 3 common mistakes that will sabotage your progress. 3 common mistakes to avoid. Mistake 1, replacing poison with poison. The worst thing you can do is throw out your oatmeal and replace it with sugary cereal, toast, or a bagel. This is just swapping one form of gut glue for another. You must replace it with protein and healthy fat, like the eggs and avocado. Mistake 2, being impatient. You have been eating this poison for 30 years. It will not heal in 24 hours. Mary felt a change in 7 days. For you, it might take 10. For others, 3. You must be consistent. Give your body a chance to heal. Mistake 3, ignoring the other brain healers. This breakfast is your foundation, but you must also walk. You must get sunlight, and you must sleep. These are non-negotiable partners in healing brain leakage. 3 secrets to accelerate your results. Secret 1, add blueberries. After your 7-day reset, add a handful of blueberries. I call them brain berries. They contain anthocyanins, powerful antioxidants that have been clinically shown to cross the blood-brain barrier and protect your neurons. Secret 2, wild-caught salmon. Twice a week, eat wild-caught salmon. The omega-3 fats, especially DHA, are the literal substance of your brain. You are giving your brain the raw material it's made of. Secret 3, turmeric with black pepper. The curcumin in turmeric is the most powerful natural anti-inflammatory on earth. A little bit with your eggs combined with a pinch of black pepper, which increases absorption by 2,000%, will put out that gut glue fire faster than anything else. One final, crucial bonus secret: if you absolutely must eat oatmeal, if you are in a situation where you cannot live without it, you must do it the way your great-grandmother did. You must take raw, organic, uncut, steel-cut oats. You must soak them overnight in a bowl of water with 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar or lemon juice. This soaking process, called fermentation, neutralizes a large portion of that phytic acid. It disarms the poison before you eat it. But for the 7-day healing plan, no oatmeal, period. Today you learned the truth. You learned how a healthy food can be the source of your suffering. You learned about phytic acid, gut glue, and the terrifying reality of brain leakage. But most importantly, you learned that you have the power to stop it. You are not a victim of your genes or your age. You are a victim of bad information, and today that ends. If this information was valuable, if you are angry about the lies you've been told, I ask for 2 simple things in return. First, like this video and subscribe to this channel. My mission is not to be popular. My mission is to expose the lies the food industry and pharmaceutical companies tell you. My mission is to give you the truth. Second, share this video. Share it with a friend, a parent, a loved one who you know is still eating oatmeal every morning, thinking they are being healthy. You are not just sharing a video. You are giving them the truth. You could be saving their mind. And finally, I want you to make a commitment. If you are going to take the 7-day challenge, go to the comments right now and type, "I am healing my brain." I want to read your stories. I want you to come back here in 7 days and tell me, how did the fog lift for you? Your story will be the hope that someone else needs to see. I'm Dr. Alan Reed. Thank you for your time. Be safe.